Good afternoon, and welcome to the April 2024 commencement ceremony for Grand Valley State University. Today we celebrate the accomplishments of all of our graduates. We ask that our audience of family and friends stay until the end of the ceremony to support and show respect for each of our graduates. Thank you. Now entering the arena, the distinguished faculty of Grand Valley State University. entering the arena, the platform officials of Grand Valley State University, including the college deans, the senior leadership team, the Board of Trustees, Provost Milley, and President Mantella. Please welcome Felix Ngasa, Chair of University Academic Senate.
Good afternoon, and welcome to the Grand Valley State University commencement ceremony. At a significant university event like today's, we have an opportunity to offer our appreciation to those who were stewards of the land on which our beautiful campus was built long before most of our ancestors arrived. As an institution committed to diversity, inclusion, and equity, Grand Valley recognizes the Three Fire people, who include the Ojibwa, the Odawa, and the Potawatomi, on whose ancestral lands we now live and work. President Mantella, our faculty and the candidates for degree are assembled. These commencement proceedings are now ready to begin. Will all who are able please rise for the playing of our national anthem?
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and
Please welcome President of Grand Valley State University, Philomena Mantella.
Please be seated. Thank you. Please be seated. Thank you, Hannah and Andrew, for that beautiful rendition of our national anthem. Let's give her one more round of applause. And Andrew, our accompany us. You are both incredible examples of the many talented students and faculty we have here at Grand Valley. Distinguished guests, faculty members, proud families, and graduating class of 2024, we're here gathered today to celebrate your remarkable achievements. Commencements are about coming together to celebrate hard work, achieving goals, the realizations of dreams, the beginnings of new ones. We celebrate being together in person, being able to look each other in the eye and express gratitude for each other and the joy of the day. Graduates, I have a question for you. How many of you had a disrupted high school or community college graduation, so this is your first one? Could you raise your hands? Thank you. So I want you friends, families, faculty members, colleagues, to make this graduation truly special for these graduates. Let's hear it. Before we begin to celebrate our graduates, let's be sure we take the opportunity to show our gratitude to the family members, loved ones, and supporters who are here with you today. Graduates, would you please stand one more time, face your family and friends, and thank them for their dedication and sacrifice. I want you to join me in just a couple of more special thank yous. May I ask our faculty members and staff members in the front row to stand and face your graduates. These individuals have been your teachers and your guides. Many of them will play a role for years to come and help you navigate the complexity of life and careers. Our graduates and this university are stronger because of this community. Students, would you help us thank our faculty and staff members? Thank you. You may be seated. I also want to acknowledge a few people up here on the stage, our members of our Board of Trustees, Board Chair Sue Jandernoa, Ron Hall, Noreen Myers, and President Emeritus Thomas Haas. They have all helped shape and guide this institution. And finally, before I address the graduates, I also want to acknowledge GVSU's first graduating class, many of whom are volunteering here this weekend. The class of 1967 had 138 graduates, and they are great examples of Lakers for a lifetime. Now I get to talk with you graduates. I want to first acknowledge and congratulate you on your academic success and your professional excellence. Around campus this month, we've had a series of events, gatherings, awards, where we got to experience the work you've done, the innovations you've designed, and that have been showcased. It is truly inspirational to hear you speak and see your work, which embodies how you are using your love of learning to prepare for your careers and the life journey ahead. You've pursued your disciplines, honed your skills, acquired new knowledge, and prepared yourself to excel in your chosen field. You have extended your relationships and had many unique Grand Valley experiences. These muscles that you've exercised through the years will undoubtedly serve you well as you step into your professional work and pursue your ambitions. What I want to lift up for you here today is perhaps the most important aspect of our shared journey, and that is our humanity, building our character, our ethics, and how we treat each other. These are just as important as the skills and accomplishments and credentials you've earned. You have had opportunities at GV and will continue to have countless more to nurture your humanity. It is much like cultivating a garden. You sow seeds of kindness, empathy, understanding. You tend to them, and they flourish and grow. We've watched you grow during your time here at GVSU and develop connections with and compassion for those around you. Continue to plant seeds of goodwill, seeds of compassion and respect in not only your thoughts and words, but in your actions. Class of 2024, you have also shown a remarkable ability to remain calm amidst the chaos that has gone on around you. Let's be honest, your class has seen disruption like no other. There was no roadmap, there was no history book to read to see how previous students managed through the challenge of a global pandemic. You kept your calm, focused on what you needed to do, and you adapted. You remained locked into your goals. You leaned on your support networks. And now, today, you sit here getting the graduation moment that you deserve, and many of you were denied 4 years ago. Your composure in times of chaos can inspire others, instill confidence, and create an environment of greater stability and greater trust. This is so much what we need today. Don't fall into the rhetoric of judgment and hate. Instead, elevate those around you with the beauty of the garden that you've carefully tended. It may not be apparent to you, but facing the chaos with the calm you have and the humanity you've built has placed you in a unique position to lead in the swirl of today's and tomorrow's opportunities and uncertainties. As you move forward from today, your humanity, your composure, along with your competencies, credentials, and experiences are your priceless assets. They will allow you to think critically, act decisively, and lead with curiosity and confidence. As Lakers, you can and you must plant seeds of goodwill, compassion, and respect to inspire the best of others. You will undoubtedly harvest the fruits of your labor, reaping rewards in career and income, but you can also sow enriched relationships, deeper connections, a sense of fulfillment derived from contributing positively to the well-being of others. Congratulations, class of 2024. Use and hone those skills that you've gathered from this journey of well-planned paths, delightful serendipity, and even unexpected disruptions. Thank you. As a part of commencement, we are pleased to confer an honorary degree. Honorary degrees are a distinction of the highest order made to an individual who has achieved eminence in their profession while rendering distinguished service to society. We celebrate them as the embodiment of the university's values and a source of inspiration to you graduates, and that's why we were so proud to present a degree of Doctor of Public Service honoris causa to Tim Shriver at last night's ceremony. Thank you. Tim Shriver is a leader who focuses on building humanity through education and the importance of civil discourse. His leadership motivates people to listen well, discern intentionally, and articulate thoughtfully in this complex world. He is the chairman of Special Olympics International, where he grew the movement from 1 million athletes to over 6 million athletes and unified partners, leading the inclusion revolution around the world. Under his leadership, Special Olympics developed a holistic approach to support athletes, leadership, health, education, and family support. He is also the co-founder of Unite, a group that works to promote a culture where we cross the lines that divide us and work on ideas that can unite us. Shriver earned his undergraduate degree from Yale University, a master's degree from Catholic University, and a doctorate of education from the University of Connecticut. As you will see in this video highlights from his remarks last night, Tim believes that the class of 2024 can lead the way for creating a world where unity and inclusion takes the place of contempt.
When we treat others with dignity, we get our best selves back. Now, if you're wondering if I'm suggesting that you compromise your principles or silence your frustrations or shrink from debate, I am not suggesting any of those things. Young people need to challenge the status quo. They need to invite us to change. You need to remind us where we have fallen short, and you need to invite us to new ideas. I don't want you to compromise one thing you believe in deeply. But I do want you to add one principle to all of the principles you hold most deeply in your heart. I want you to own the principle of treating others with dignity. So I want you to be a revolutionary. I know this sounds grand and crazy, but it's necessary. And I promise you, the adult generation, the media, the partisan media, the algorithm, I'm sorry, too many politicians, they're not going to lead this revolution. They are looking, waiting for someone to force a change in our culture. I'm asking you to be that force. Try not to miss the little things. You can treat someone with dignity in the smallest of ways. Try not to slip into hatred because it will destroy you more than it will destroy others. Try not to be cynical. People will tell you to be cynical. They'll mock you when you're not cynical. But don't succumb to cynicism. If you need to, like me, build a practice. Maybe every day, wake up. Make a list of what you're grateful for. Name the things, the people who have moved you, who have inspired you on that particular day. Be honest with yourself about your own need for growth, your own hunger for connection. You, every single one of you, are made to bring compassion and justice and love to the world. Whatever your profession, we all hunger for that. You are made to share your life and your gifts with others. You are made to shine. Tonight, you shine. Remember this night and make sure you remember that everyone else is made to shine too.
Good afternoon. My name is Jenny Hall-Jones, and I have the pleasure of serving all of you as the Vice President for Student Affairs. I am so pleased that we are here to celebrate you, our next alumni. It is my honor to introduce our student commencement speaker, Elizabeth Shantz. Elizabeth will graduate from the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences with bachelor degrees in dance and multimedia journalism. Please join me in welcoming Elizabeth.
Thank you, Vice President Jenny Hall-Jones, for that introduction. When I was a kid, my favorite board game was Life. It was one of those board games that I only had at my grandparents' place, so every time I went over there, I just had to play. If you need a refresher on the game of Life, you move through the board by spinning a number on a wheel. From there, you move the allotted spaces to land on a square that contains your fate. The first option you had in the entire game was whether or not you wanted to go the college route. This choice resonates beyond the confines of a board game as you graduate from your chosen college, Grand Valley State University. However, the college portion of the board did not show the extent of what impact college could have. It didn't show us the multitudes of choices we make, the friendships, and the formative experiences that lead us to discover who we are. I came to Grand Valley because it offered every opportunity for me to pursue all of the dreams I had growing up. In my first advising meeting, I looked at the advisor and told them I would major in multimedia journalism and dance, in addition to a minor in history. My large ambitions were met with even greater support from the endless possibilities of a liberal arts education. My experience was so much more than getting my degree. I was part of the Honors College. I was a dancer and choreographer in my student-run dance club, Momentum. I had numerous on-campus jobs, from being a campus tour guide to cleaning dance floors at 8 a.m. I have been part of our student paper, the Grand Valley Lanthorn, for all 4 years, starting as a staff writer, moving into the role of arts and entertainment and news editor, and have served as the editor-in-chief over this past year. These experiences are squares in my own personal board of life. Whether you're a dancer and journalist like me, or an athlete, student worker, club member, or any or all of the above, you have found your way through your first part of life. Your journey was not independent of the Lakers sitting around you. You attended classes in the same buildings, slept in the same living centers, ate in the same dining halls, studied in the same libraries, and are now sitting in the same commencement ceremony. As much as our paths are unique, we share the fact we are Lakers for a lifetime. This means our time at GV will support us as we embark into the so-called real world, giving us tools to navigate whatever is thrown at us with grace and tenacity. The environment of GVSU gives us a taste of our future, similar to how the game of life creates a microcosm of the real world. It teaches us the harsh realities and successes of life, that life is not always fair, that every person faces a unique set of challenges that the spin of fate gives us. It shows us that sometimes you're gonna wanna give up, forfeit the game, but if you persevere, you can push past the hard times and find your own success. So far, I think we are all doing well at our games of life. We are about to become alumni of a university that has inspired us to reach higher personally and professionally. We are just beginning to pave paths that are uniquely our own, paths that will come with their own set of hardships and uncertainty, but one we are ultimately prepared to play. Thank you, class of 2024, and congratulations.
I can almost see it, that dream I'm dreaming, but there's a voice inside my head saying, you'll never reach it.
Every step I'm taking, every move I make feels lost with no direction. My faith is shaking, but I gotta keep trying, gotta keep my head held high. There's always gonna be another mountain, I'm always gonna wanna make it move, always gonna be an uphill battle, sometimes I'm gonna have to lose. Ain't about how fast I get there, ain't about what's waiting on the other side. It's the climb. The struggles I'm facing, chances I'm taking, sometimes might knock me down, but no, I'm not breaking. I may not know, but these are the moments that I'm gonna remember most. Just gotta keep going, and I gotta be strong. Just keep pushing on. There's always gonna be another mountain. I'm always gonna wanna make it move. Always gonna be an uphill battle. Sometimes I'm gonna have to lose. Ain't about how fast I get there. Ain't about what's waiting on the other side. It's a climb. There's always gonna be another mountain. I'm always gonna wanna make it move. Always gonna be an uphill battle. Sometimes I'm gonna have to lose. Ain't about how fast I get there. Ain't about what's waiting on the other side. It's a climb. Keep the faith, keep the faith. 'Cause it's all about the climb.
Thank you so much to our amazing and talented musicians for that beautiful offering. And thank you to Elizabeth for your very inspiring words. Good afternoon. I'm Fatma Mili, the Provost and Executive Vice President for Academic Affairs. I have the honor and privilege of serving all the faculty who serve all the students. I am so happy to be with you here this afternoon. Now, let's move on to celebrating you, our graduating class of 2024. Congratulations on your hard work, your perseverance, and all your achievements that have brought you to this moment. Will the doctoral candidates please stand? Madam President, these candidates have successfully fulfilled the requirements of a doctoral curriculum at Grand Valley State University. With the approval of the faculty, they are now presented to you to receive the appropriate graduate degree.
Thank you. Exercising the authority of the Board of Trustees of Grand Valley State University, legally vested in the state of Michigan, and acting on behalf of the faculty of Grand Valley State University, I now confer upon you who have fulfilled the appropriate requirements your doctoral degree, with all the rights and privileges thereunto pertaining. We can give them a round. I place upon you the obligations which you must assume as graduates of this institution. As evidence of this degree, you will now come forward to receive the appropriate diploma and to be hooded.
Please follow the marshals who will usher you to the stage.
Good afternoon. I am Dean Amy Manderscheid, and I am honored to be here today to celebrate our graduates with you all. Also joining me on stage is Jeff Pottiger, Associate Vice Provost for the Graduate School. Will the Marshal now present the Doctor of Nursing Practice candidates to receive their diplomas? The candidates will receive their doctoral hoods from faculty members Marie Vanderkoy and Nicole Harpold.
Ilanit Marks. Angela Embry. Rebecca Sabo. Victoria Harrison. Tara Rose Young. Erica Cotton. Monasse Chiwambo Swanigan.
Please join me in congratulating the doctoral graduates from the Kirchhoff College of Nursing.
Congratulations to all of our doctoral graduates. Will all candidates who are receiving a specialist degree or a master's degree please stand? Madam President, these candidates have successfully fulfilled the requirements of a graduate curriculum at Grand Valley State University. With the approval of the faculty, they are now presented to you to receive the appropriate graduate degree.
Thank you. Exercising the authority of the Board of Trustees of Grand Valley State University, legally vested by the state of Michigan, and acting on behalf of our faculty at Grand Valley State University, I now confer upon you who have fulfilled the appropriate requirements your graduate degree with all the rights and privileges thereunto pertaining. I place these obligations, which you must assume as graduates of this institution. As evidence of your degree, you will now come forward to receive your diploma. Congratulations.
You may now be seated until ushered forward.
Good afternoon. My name is Dean Jennifer Drake, and I am thrilled to be here today to celebrate our graduates. Will the Marshal now present the specialist and master's candidates from the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences to receive their diplomas? Please join me in congratulating the specialist and master's graduates from the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences.
Sahiti Konijeti. Alexandra Makrievsky. Oluwatoyin Adekoya. Matthew Gamlin.
Benjamin Gunnett.
Brian Roberts. A.C. Aniwa. Raina Bowie. Hunter Milik. Riley Sweet. Taylor Sudorp. Mark Vanderbilt. Rio Savannah Eden. Janki Barot. Vaneja Sri Dodi. Jasmine Wilson. Indy Sobey. Zane Walters. Melissa Matson.
Kara Bosky.
Sky Johnson. Catherine Claire Piez. Madison Kriska. Jennifer Boltzma. Anna Mayat. Marissa Morton. Allison Justice. Cassidy Maisie. Blake DeYoung. Jay McBride. Joseph Vanderweide. Casey Gershoffer. Julie Bitely. Hannah Van Ottingham. Hallie Monroe. Olivia Sweeney. Ashley Cyrus. Jeannie Kane. Garrett Nitschke. Jeffrey Trost III. Autumn Halverson. Carly Renas. Clara Votberg. Sophie Mikanzik. Robert Billick. Alexander Lowe. Isabel Shiraki. Sydney Meyer. Jenna Case. Brooke Schmidt. Anna Tylecki. Genesis Pena. Kyle Robert Knapp. Edward Breitenbach. Cameron Cleveland.
Please join me in congratulating the specialist and master's graduates from the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences.
Congratulations again to the newest alumni of our graduate programs. Will all candidates who are receiving a bachelor degree please stand? Madam President, these candidates have successfully fulfilled the requirements of an undergraduate curriculum at Grand Valley State University. With the approval of the faculty, they are now presented to you to receive the appropriate baccalaureate degree.
Exercising the authority of the Board of Trustees of Grand Valley State University, legally vested by the state of Michigan and acting on behalf of our faculty at Grand Valley State University, I now confer upon you who have fulfilled the appropriate requirements your baccalaureate degree. Now you can yell. With all the rights and privileges thereunto pertaining, I place upon you the obligations which you must fulfill as graduates of this university. As evidence of this degree, you'll now come forward to receive your diploma.
You may now be seated until ushered forward.
Will the Marshal now present the candidates from the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences to receive their diplomas? Please join me in congratulating the graduates from the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences.
Aaliyah Jane Berg. Lauren Seymour. David Udding. Evan Sloan. Blake Page. Hallie Davidson. Catherine Kalmbach. Catherine Pickens. Bianca Shamoon. Hannah Bondi. Angie Perez Banegas. Elizabeth Didario. Kyle Sporman. Hannah Hagrillius. Caitlin Moore. Hannah Lang. Adnan Beshlagich. Paige McGuire. Madison Mazias. Megan Panasic. Belicia De Leon Morton. Emily Forensic. Jessica Lee Satterfield. Conrad Wilmers. Kathleen Yanyuk. Zoe Koch. George Scipiora. Nathan McDonald. Terry Jones. Nina Alpers. Sarah Sanchez. Marissa Amici. Emma Bigelow. Madeline Lang. Claire Murray. Emma LaRocca. Ethan Ritchie. Patricia Adams. Edith Aragon. Julia Gutowski. Sienna Gibson. Emily Bolthouse. Sandra Lopez Lucio. Emma Haney. Ethan Arata Kite. Kyla Ozinga. Ella Godin. Abigail Doe Klinger. Sydney Michelle Cangilla. Delaney Sacra. Madison Rose Wright. Miranda Renee Wright. Joseph Manline, Nathan Welsh, Sophia Hornick, Dante Parsons Love, Grace O'Keefe, Nolan Mazarka, Matthew Mancini, Brandon Latshaw, Nicholas Kochansky, Logan Clark, Ethan Kalbeck, Benjamin Michael LaFleur, Casey Miller, Tess Gabrielle Sullivan Roberts, Mason Gessner, Chloe Flecker, Rory Shattuck, Vincent Sartori, Aiden Donovan, Abigail Papageorge, Angela Goodish, Sage Faustino, Isaac Noyes, Lauren Hindman, Emma Fairchild,
Garrett Fleming,
Matthew Slicker, Tatiana Badajan, Mackenzie Scoville, Connor Pressey, Edward Brady, Ethan Wagner, Benjamin Paulina,
Matthew Ingbers,
Logan Soul, Mary Persack, Samantha Wazak, Kayla Chapin, Miranda Willie, Lauren Adams, Hannah Josephine, Michaela Treemstra, Brianna Ackhurst, Kira Hartway, Victoria McLaren, Nicholas DeLibro, Samantha James, Brody Hoffman, Robert Thorgren, Spencer Andrews, Elise Gastmeyer, Andrew Bolin, Alec Myskens, Preston Richards, Madison Dice, Maxwell Gradisher, Lydia Seaver, Ariana Horning, Elizabeth Kalashevsky, Samantha Pitts, Miriam Regich, Sydney Stone, Haley Crittenden, Hope Linen,
Madeline Rose Champagne,
Chase Tompkins, Shirley Shane, Diamond Arrington, Yasmin Esparza, Dion Pope Dunlap, Andrea Vitalis Lanusa,
Yehor Krivabakov,
Angela Ross Halfacre, Meredith Doyle, Saray Garcia Ruiz, Griffin Gailey, Miles Avery Campbell, Solana Hickinson, Brooke Keenest, Sierra Anderson, Brianna Woods. Naod Faseha Teklu. Jack Grotheis. Elena Sneed. Caitlin Ruth. Chase Boer. Reese Frankhauser. Jared Beals. Clayton Van Overen. Zachary Spahn.
Jaden Luna.
Renee Carter. Emma Chapman. Thomas Solomon. Anna Miller. Jacob Maring. Megan Malloy. Tiffany Fettig. Asia Williams. Jocelyn Luna. Michaela Boyd. Grania Cushman. John Bogardus. Rebecca Cole. Ramnit Saini. Lauren Helzer. Mallory Gritter. Gloria Lynn Magamenius. Christy Budzik. Sarah Brumett. Madison Shahadi. Michaela Russell. Alyssa Koza. Jenna Bolkins. Alexis Broderick. Kayla Ear. Hannah Frassetto. Samantha Shatroff. Aiden Siegel. Nicholas Dame. Allison DeRocher. Anna Rabb. Kayla Remus. Peyton Hoholik. Skylar Schultz. Isabel Frechette.
Adele Frechette.
Constance Cosmas. Haley Ryan. Alexis Vogt. Rebecca Haggerty. Gregory Donald Carlson. Cade Schreiber. Christopher Welmerink. Riley Parker Klum. Brooke Butler. Jonathan Bolden. Keegan Kalasek. Matthew Todd Centers. Jake Archbold. Nicholas Twa. Alexandra Dror. John Grice. Nathan Mansky. Melanie Sheldon. Taylor Heaton. Lauren Shaner. Grace Ellis. Isabel England. Ashley Rhine. Allie Boudreau. Quinn Hefferon Nordland. Audrey Braund. Maya James.
Jessa Van Heetsma.
Taylor Seward. Ashlyn Tyson. Marie Adenolfi. Matthew Bergsma. Marcos Pedroza. Matthew Pratt. Noah Hansen. Clementi Vushai. Jordan Miller. Rebecca Hamill Pena. Grace Lister. Andrew Schuster. Christopher Love. Allison Corder. Brianna Drazik. Amber Luckett. Haley Rooker. Abigail Gallinger. Julia Roble. Jessica Padilla. Emily Mahan. Grace Callahan. Peyton Emelander. Imani Heiser. Emily Kyers. Hannah McVicker. Brianna Kleikamp. David Turner. Thomas Garrett. Gavin Smith. Nicholas Cortez. Jeffrey Crawford. Grace Watts. Emily Bridgeforth. Ashley Thompson. Bryce Mandelka. Sophie Undlin. Madison Marshall. Hannah Beekes. Carter Griffune. Abigail Bear.
Maya Woodson.
Trun T. An. Charlotte Grace Doran. Kayla Peterman. Hannah Scout Dunaway. James Kwiatkowski. Jack Reinwald. Jeff Staub. J.T. Sims. Emily Schrems. Madeline Kelly.
Anna Lindeboom.
Ashley Allen. Andrea Brown. Amelia DeRuyter. Zoe Hogan. Caitlin Cloa. Paige McAloon. Abby Sveck. Dylan Aubrey. Virginia Rose Berger. Emily Palmer. Hazem Abdullah Al-Abdali. Lauren DeHerter. Lauren Lee. Shannon Richardson. Sarah Love.
Jake Ribicki.
Matthew Berg. Janaya Blankenberg. Sophia Shepard. Elena Amonade, Destiny Jones, Mariah Kramer, Rachel Shire, Brianna Clunder, Leah Cook, Megan Budnick, Abigail Hughes, Morgan Talby, Eric Pensari,
Jacob Urban,
Brad Ream, Samantha Lamantia, Anna Jezkowski, Rebecca Kortik, Zoe Stephanie Schultz, Victoria Palomino, Hannah Berry, Avery Smith, Stephanie Tallarico, Michaela Nussbaum, Caitlin Donnelly, Jake Stuck, Alexander Powell, Sadie Marie Ancona, Hallie Yopis, Kelsey Atkins, Olivia Grover, Gilberto Rubio Villafuerte, Jacqueline Gregory, Molly Tank, Samantha Arnone, Tiffany Wells, David Richardson, Michaela Heasley, Kelly Krogan, Hannah Florian, Grace Skulton, Lauren Kubiak, Jessica Judge, Taylor Clemens, Levi Sycama, Anna Corgan, Sarah Roseman, Michaela Martin, Kaylee Coughlin, Erin Rosemary Earl, Daniel Earl, Connor McLaughlin, Brooke Osborne, Cara Crowfoot, Sarah May, Layla Kren, Lauren Rozier, Madison Scheid, Madison Groholski, Courtney Charland, Jocelyn Brennan Blue, Brenna Atkins, Sean McClosey, Brendan Faulkner, Elias Bergman, Ellie Klosek, Secundino Cooper Max Garcia, Anna Tidema, Sophia Martinez Martinez, Parker Miller, Morgan Canfield, Sam Borger, Melanie Storm, Sydney Bordner, Paige Moser, Nathan Beers, Caleb Jordan, Olivia Brumar, Philip Quinn, Kenneth Sprout, Jameson Hilgendorf, Trevor Wolf, Annalie Ryan, Elena White, Jordan Craig, Ashley Fryer, Mackenzie Farrell, Madison I, Megan Gasparitis, Hannah Mahalik, Owen McCaffrey,
Jonathan De Santiago,
Jared Golka, Casey Frazier, Antonia Pachaki, Lindsay Hula, Carly O'Donohue, Hannah Kunkel, Karina Gaisley, Hannah Angel, Aubrey Scott, Christian Lee, Lexus Wilson, Brendan Shalawilo, Cole Bonilla, Hals Smedstad, Claire Lignell, Bianca Satrib, Caitlin Paulette, McKenna Wynn, Grace Heaton, William Harper, Ashley Van Sweden, Nyla Leonard, Brooke Doyle, Carver Clays, Jason DeYoung, Lindsay Carter, Riley Francic, Maisie Ruby, Rachel Tice, Katie Colessa, Lauren Castelli, Megan Demchuk, Randy Gage, Tanner Hamilton, Marina McMahon, Macy Dykema, Riley Holdsworth, Andrew Yacklin, Seth Miller, Madison Stafford, Abigail Milkins, Brody Glye, Julia Stuckey, Colette Wright, John Henschel Jr., Caitlin Greisel, Marta Grabowski, Abby Lewis, Ashley Elizabeth Love, Caitlin Watts, Elizabeth Long, Nelson Prescott Hubble, Jackson Hayden, Mason Cordell, Alexander Salisbury, Luke Davila, Jack Blake, Ariel Ann, Alyssa Hedstrom, Lucas Rabadou, Nicholas Sitlinski, Ajalyn Simshaw, Angelina Avramenko, Lily Weber, Madison McDonald, Paige DeLu, Amanda Herdewiza, Kenneth Stump, China Bach, Hannah Klein, Agata Shevchuk, Aaliyah Stanton, Abigail Harding, Cameron Migliaccio, Anna Funkus, Emily Marie Hartwell, Morgan Wormuth, Jordan Plickta, Mackenzie Monahan, Madison Hooker, Linnea Baldori, Gabrielle Miller, Taylor Dome, Marie Topolsky, Adia Kane, Margaret Jastifer, Kaya Hammond, Kendra Pollock, Jessica Schick, Grace Lotiser, Emily Glazer, Catherine Carmanos, Madeline Paquette, Megan Imhoff, Lauren Bragg, Celeste Jordan, Jack Barron, Alex McKay, Brianna Stewart, Claire Spitz, Alexandra Lukai, Madison Zimmerman, Mackenzie Zaley, Elaine Stumpf, Emily Nisper, Hannah Dobson, Kayla Worthy, Megan Dornan, Kennedy Sowell, Kelly Morgan, Destiny Marie Jones, Samuel Dante Nelson Jr., JC Nichols, Anna Sordilia, Cleone Voss, Megan Marie Dwyer, Bailey Strang, Abigail Peltier, Cameron Healy, Andrew Franklin, Llewellyn Harsh, Joy Mays, Hannah Krebs, Ethan Aguirre, Shanna Malois McElrath, Aaron Long, Mackenzie Sowers, Matthew Lord, Jillian Caswell, Nicholas McLouth,
Charles Nicholson,
Elizabeth Estevez, Brooke Alfaro, Madeline Allman, Nicole Rogo, Isabel Mooney, Margaret Waters, Hannah Aaron Gurin, Josephine Bell Loria, Sierra Rodney, Elizabeth Shantz, Melissa Denowith, Elise Borngesser, Jenna Carr, Leah Fetzer, Bryce Kibbe, Jacob Drews, Jacob Clifton, Jenna Petro, Kylie McCaskill, Hannah Randalls, Kaya Rufus, Maya Louise Cron Baker, Faith Kalasek, Lauren Lefebvre, Caitlin Cherapata, Rebecca Bruce, Logan Wright, Luke Murphy, Aiden Vanderhart, Brett Vincent. Isabella Tobar. Delaney Baker. Mary Emmy. Claire Piperzak. Eleanor Harrison. Trinity Holsworth. Haley Litwin. Samantha Brinkman. Elena Dinsmore. Edward Gillespie. Lauren Reno. Kira Brannigan. Rev Bronowski. John Shore. Reese Redder. Elena Cook. Gracelyn Miller. Bree Kaysen. Alexa Varchetto. Emily Lynn Brown. Leah Dobb. Alexis Phillips. E. Hong Nhu Nguyen. Luella Jordan. Brian Allen Jones. Andrew Jack Bleeker. Zachary Woodard. Matthew Schulte. Madison Gaich. Ashley Justine Weinberg. Kay Mozingo. Brianna Skirpin. Kelly Wynn. Jared Hogan.
Coltrane Bodbill Mast. Joshua Meza.
Julian Echavarria. Nicholas James Summerfield. Abigail Merchant. Josephina Nisita. Paige Baxter. Abby Wasusik. Braylon McAllister. Andrew Skur. Caleb Leclerc. Kyle Otten. Robert Haima. Colin Carter. Emily Hermanson. Kenley West Wing. Chloe Lamb. Nia Rahman. China Miller. Ava Sweeney. Anna Huberts. Gabriel Walkowiak. Kobe Wright.
Robert Trong.
Griffin Skinner. Allison Romansky. Elizabeth Weiner. Haley Knowles. Nicole Ebert. Andaman Wilson. Megan Williams. Stephanie Mendoza. Jessica Lagerquist. Jessica Huddleston. Jessica Lemkow. Carissa Woolley. Benjamin Choralich. Faith Hartunovich. Amber Beaudry. Amelia Daniel. Matthew Dickinson. Parker Kushalam. Ian Belgraf.
Oliver Rice.
Aliana Rios. Amaya Rios. Nia Battle. Elizabeth May Hagelstein.
Aubrey Bentoski.
Brittany Murnane. Jenica Buckner. Sarah Martin. Anya Whitehouse. Aubrey Schellenboom. Lacey Jaco. Hannah Reed. Austin Kraft. Valerie Vandertol. Brady Kuiper. Jason Dykstra. Delaney Phillips. Delaney Gruters. Emily Kircher. Leah Gruenveld. Isabel Kim. Allison Bear. Reese Hovey. Christina Serbu. Amber Heist. Madeline Krofcheff. Grayson DeMann. Hannah Hard. Marissa Polander. Brendan Dancer. Morgan Jaboro. Elizabeth Snelling. Emily Shoemaker. Rachel Hoffman. Hannah Mallow. Nicole Carnegas. McLaren Coker. Sophia Lazarevich.
Ethan Darren.
Mark Bambenik. Andreas Fields. Alexandra Tenney. Brooke Hoyt. Chloe Brown. Autumn Grant. Griffin Leslie. Caroline Shalawilo. Marissa Dalecki. Abby Sizemore. Mackenzie Wyman. Brianna Stone. Jacob Woodbeck. Carter Binkley. Zane Siglaric. Cameron Nelson. Caitlin Knapp. Noah Ike. Madeline Smith. Zoe Murphy. Tessa Garnett. Samantha Irish. Delaney Rush. L.V. DeYoung. Leonardo Balcazar. Jonathan Beitgo. Gage Kroll. Emily M. Spain. Killeen Orr. Madeline Wiktorowski. Brittany Hukor. Elise Charlotte Cross. Grace Moorbach. Noah Zylstra. Sarah Chenoweth. Riley Hendry. Isabella Forth. Victoria Lutz. Finn Turwin. Alyssa Hellebuck. Gabriella Vass Trevisan. Emily Kedzorik. Jordy Masala. Edison Brown. Sierra Hilditch. Monaza Mahmood. Kelsey Plug. Rachel Herbst. Amory Taylor. Lindsay Bunday. Callie Durishin. Genevieve Palazzolo. Carla Quiros. Gretchen Collison. Madison Bramson. Ashley Patterson. Jose Medina. Alexandria Connor. Presley Sador. Kira Lockwood. Madison Avery. Christopher A. Acevedo. Anthony Chavera. Josh Hahn. Sarah Paffhausen. Ben Gregg. Jackson Gutowski. Jenna Galasso. Amanda Page. Lauren Barman.
Jarrett Smith.
Elena Birama. Easton Upton. Riley McGuffin. Tori Clough. Arlo Van Conant. Michelle Oberlin. Rose Chiodo. Talia Borenstein. Emily Mosier. Gracie Lynn Bernadine. Maddie Steib. Morgan Head. Riley Holbein. Brooke Faber. Elise Urick. Kathleen Rose Heathfield. Luke Beebe. Gary Vanderstelt. Riley Stevenson. Jonna Halfling. Morgan Tillman. Rebecca Hamilton. Peyton Gotch. Taylor Christine Marie Bennett. Thomas Yunker. Sarah Puskis. Zachary Lowe. Jacob Boersma. Alyssa Steinke. Emma Franz. Nina Koos. Avery Cook.
Marcus Jones.
Christian Lehner. Amy Teodorescu. Alexis Olson. Regan Buttleman. Sarah Dugas. Jessica Geisler. Maya Slosser. Amanda Babcock. Sydney Tappan. Jacqueline Malasso. Michaela Christie. Anissa Kawash. Isabel Nabiha Abdouche. Ethan Pyatt. Stephen Harris. Calvin Hatcher III. Yesenia Santos Flores. Naya Thompson.
Kiera Washington.
Madeline Armstrong. Brianna West. Connor Wardrop. Shane Belofsky. Michael Maduno. Jaden Stroud.
Annabelle Robinson.
Wyatt Melvin. Devin Schulman. Evelyn Denham. Allison Wilson. Sydney Zimmerman. Elizabeth Turek. Yarixel Ramirez Mata. Ava Swider.
Samuel McKinney.
Georgia Hessel.
Malcolm Cramp.
Cadence Rosinski. Joshua Kopich. Hannah Thole. Addison McGee. Aaron Kreithoff. Michaela Timmer. Alyssa Hussey. Brenda Masariegos Ambrosio. Peyton Murney. Elizabeth Hughley. Amelia Cunningham. Gwyneth Love. Kiana Jessamine Baker. Natalie Feldposh.
Natalie Klein.
Morgan Hare. Michael Ring. Taylor Ward. Destiny Partain. Riley Sullivan. Lauren Munley. Becca Cartwright. Sitlali Padron. Michaela Knott. Jillian Rue. Derek Marsman. Savannah Demerick. Lauren Franklin. Emma Trudell. Elizabeth Sakarik. Sierra Chaffin Barrios. Julia Belinsky. Ashley Steffel.
Tanner Dondero.
Kylie Jackson. Tara Lemaire. Michael Heilman. Bryson Anderson. Brendan M. Russo. Nate Hoffman. Isabella Gattani. Anthony Pointer.
Samuel Mellor.
Nicholas Mulder. Benjamin McCartney. Jonathan McCabe. Sarah Peltier. Abigail Kurtz. Logan Lawton. Tristan Whittington. Matthew McDonald. Clayton Willis. Claudia Tenelshoff. Evita Reed Ferrari. Alexander Pallone. Rogelio Fernandez. Jaden Parker. Ainsley Smith. Adrian Yanis. Tanny Marie Casey. Nathaniel Paulson. Katie Rain Auberly. Benjamin Carter. Lydia Cruz. Macy Dunn. Hannah Lee. Hannah Fife. Will Bruder. Raymond Newth. Nupsalong Supasilongjalon. Jeffrey Trice. Ajayla Samuel Hartwell. William McLeod Henry. Logan Schmidt. Ashton Brennan. Zolt Palmer. Nicholas Ford. Ryan Childers. Zachary Tyler. Grace Kessler.
Callista Suarez.
Dylan Huskin. Annalise Hibbler. Luis Nunes. Colleen Kellogg.
Patrice Scott.
Dennis Ibrahimovic. Romel Jean-Pierre. Lindsay Ryder. Michelle Lewandowski. Maya Topolesky. Brooke Hines. Jake Salvador. Abigail DeSnyder. Claire Barr. Victoria Hasbany. Sadie Doctor. Carson Murphy. Cecilia Olson. Camilla Maldonado Pena. Len Tran. Citlali Almanza Garcia. Molly Ryan. Katie Jones. Joshlyn Rasmussen. Samuel Romero. Abigail Dent. Allison Pastelnik. Jessica Meyer. Katie Bryant. Abigail Griffinius. Grace Rutz. Mia Parks. Jersey Legg. Aaron Johnston. Grace Hassey. Darcy Roper. Mariana Vanderweide. Emily Miller. Chase Hilgendorf. Alexa Abrahamson. Nicholas Adams. Maxwell Schweikert. Krista Chick. Anna Stratton. Austin Sanders. Riley Fuller. Haley Blumenauer. Morgan Ponchod. Cassandra Hundley. Gavin Colgrove. Megan Pence. Kaylee Ike. Aaron Segura. Molly Carlson. Zoe Brickner. Molly Hillis. Lily Crosley. Taehyung Kim. Natalie Aguirre. Rose Correa. Macy Dickinson. Alyssa Oberly, Kaylin Betts, Katrina Bellman, Lily Clark, Claire Elizabeth Seeley, Emma Bushley, Julian McKenzie, Sybil Forner, Clyde Kelly, Kenzel Kelly, Martha Shomsky, Karen Collins, Kara McKinley, Jayla Holberton, Rihanna Malik, Hunter Johnson, Dylan Lorenz, Joseph Brillhart, Emmanuel Silva Lopez, Jair Medina, Ingrid Johnson, Benjamin Joseph, Charlotte Shorman, Olivia Delanoy, Alea Markowitz, Emily Poupard, Mackenzie Idle, Robert Black, Emily Young, Jordan Mead, Lauren May Stansby, Lauren Branford, Eric Rosser, Gabriel Eggerding, Eleanor Kochansky, Asia Ward, Austin Whitcomb, Taylor Netcott, Laura Elizabeth Efros, Connor Petrowski, Renata Acuna, Grace Richards, Alexis Halleck, Gabrielle Morgan, Hannah B. Thomas, Sarah Palma, Sunny Herring, Akalia Foreman, Sage Price, Isabella Candace, Ellie Scaroza, Tiange Sasha Kamanga, Kara Cousineau, Cassidy Morgan, Lainey Brayman, Josie Galano, Kayla Emily Hunter, Kaylee Baker, Ellie Drosty, Lauren Davis, Jessica Taylor,
Megan Devine,
Jackson Tisdale, Rachel Rossini,
Liam Conkey,
Oscar Kramer, Azabeth Kish, Kobe Shannon,
Kara Roberta Williams,
Lydia Hart, Javon Fields.
Brett Dainzer.
Alex Sersosimo. Joseph Vidic. Isaiah Fabro. Anna Cleveland. Rebecca Gare. Joe Patterson. Janiyah Clark. Abigail Spara. Tommy Brown.
Please join me in congratulating the graduates from the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences.
Will the Marshal now present the candidates from the Kirchhoff College of Nursing to receive their diplomas?
Garrett Goodemoot. Sarah Fisher. Miranda Hall. Aaron Gill. Maria Gabriels. Addison Goy. Rachel Kidwell. Camria Deaton. Sojourner Green. Jessica Hayes. Melinda Hudgens. Holly Burton. Bryn Pierce. Daisy Seuss. Erica Colley. Taylor Solomon. Natalie McCoy. Haley Middleton. Ryan Bangs. Camden Andringa. Andrea Halverson. Gracie Andres. Renee Burpee. Alicia Shell. Allison Burke. Kate Livingston. Madeline Breen. Lily Brower. Olivia Mercedes Refsell. Madison Link. Lee D. Blumenauer. Emma Manross. Amanda Bartolovich. Jessica Sanchez. Lauren Spencer. Hunter Batchelor. Elena Bevilacqua. Claire Kuiper. Claire Wells. Paige Corfixon, Annika Harula, Ellen Shaw, Catherine Karen, Elizabeth Spencer, Blake Warden, Amber Wallish, Owen Booney, Madeline Skinner, Kaylee Kitchen, Noah Minar, Samantha Love, Haley Feudale, Madison Boyne, Ian Ramsey, Gabrielle Shapiro, Olivia Therese Langenfeld, Maria Gavinia Nunez, Dunya Kizzy, Madeline Leonard, Jordan Steele, Abigail King, Caitlin McKinley, Abby Iscaro, Regan Carey, Alexandria Hartsock, Margaret Anna View, Eileen Calderon, Jessica Jasinski, Riley Horrigan, Kristen Shoemaker, Caitlin Pysick, Kaylee Van Holm, Courtney Shaw, Megan Range.
Please join me in congratulating the graduates from the Kirkhoff College of Nursing. Let's give another round of applause for all of our graduates. Please stand if you are able to join us in the singing of our alma mater.
Hail to thee, Grand Valley, with loyal, steadfast, true. Praise our alma mater, we pledge our faith to you. Keep your banners flying, black and white and blue. We sing to thee, Grand Valley, united we're for you.
At this time, will all the individuals who have just received their bachelor's degree please remain standing? Everyone else may be seated. In a minute, I will ask you to follow in the time-honored tradition of moving your tassel from right to left. Upon graduation, your tassel is placed on the left side of your mortarboard. This change appears simple, but in fact, it's not a small thing. It is symbolic of the semesters of hard work, intellectual curiosity, and your determination to succeed. I hope you feel the joy of your accomplishments as I now ask you, please take your tassel and with me, move it from the right to the left side of your mortarboard to signify are now a college graduate. Congratulations.
Congratulations, graduates.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Lakers, and welcome to the alumni family. Our alumni are proud of your accomplishments and celebrating alongside of you this weekend.
Today, you become a part of the GVSU Alumni Network, a strong and growing network of Lakers here to empower you in achieving your personal and professional goals.
Being a Laker for a lifetime is this really beautiful community that you are a part of, especially once you graduate. And there's a lot of pride around being a Laker.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, you did it.
Please be seated, graduates. Congratulations, you made it. Let's do it one more time. They made it. They made it. As you leave here today, remember your humility. Remember to take a chance on dignity, to help overthrow contempt. And remember that you have the ability to stay calm when in the face of chaos and disruption. We are all Lakers for a lifetime. Lakers connect through their humility, their competency, credentials, and experience for the good of all. Stay connected, Lakers, and congratulations.
Well, I guess we can't say this enough times. So congratulations again to the graduates. Thanks to the families and friends for attending this commencement celebration. These commencement proceedings are now concluded. Graduates, you will be dismissed by roll. For everyone else, please remain at your place until the platform officials and the faculty recess. Thank you.